What's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing tonight? How y'all doing over there? Let me go on the Facebook, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. How y'all doing? Don't forget, as soon as you join the stream, give the stream a like. As soon as you join the stream, give us a like. If you like these videos, give us a thumbs up, man. Give me a second, y'all. Let me go on the live real quick. Let me go here real quick. Send that tag over to the Facebook, man. Y'all get up in here. Let me see what we're talking about tonight. Tonight! Alright, let's go. Facebook. Alright, hold on. Let me put a tag in there. Let me put a tag in there. Hold up. Alright. We got that there. We got that in there, man. We up in Facebook. All the people in Facebook land. Let's get the show started, man. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Don't forget, as soon as you join the stream, if you like these videos, give these videos a thumbs up. Give the stream a like. We got Clayton Phillips in the building. Clayton, thanks for joining the stream. We're going to ask you right off the bat, Clayton. Asking you right off the bat, man. Hit that comment section, Clayton. Hit the comment section. Who won the Verzuz? I know you watched the Verzuz, Clayton. I know you watched that Verzuz. Drop in the comment section right now. Who won the Verzuz? That's my first question for y'all. How's everybody doing? We got a nice little docket tonight, man. We got a nice little docket tonight. We're going to be talking about the Verzuz. Who really won the Verzuz? Who really won the Verzuz? We're also going to talk about the sales numbers, week 2. Week 2. Everybody listens to an album early. How many of you are still listening to the album 7 days later? The people that are too busy to pick the album up, are they picking it up the next week? Longevity of albums. We're going to talk about that today. So we're going to talk about second week sales with Donda and also with Certified Lover Boy. We're going to see where they fall. And we got a bunch of new stuff on the channel, man. If y'all like new artists, y'all know how we love new artists over here. If y'all like new artists, go check out Young K. We just dropped a video with a young artist called Young K, young lady with some bars. Go check it out. The video Young K. The name of the song is Doomsday. Check it out. Drop a comment on there. Let her know how you feel about the track. You think it's hot, you think it's not. Young K, brand new music. We also got a new segment we just released, hip hop album openers. If you haven't watched that video yet, go check out that video. We're going to be giving y'all for the next few months. For the next few months, we're going to be giving y'all some of the best album openers, yo. Not second track, not the intro plus the track after. No, off the top. Track 1. As soon as you fire that album up, track 1. We're going to be giving y'all that all week long. We got my girl Sarah in the building. Sarah, thank you for joining the stream. Sarah's here early. We got Freedom is Gold. Freedom is Gold. Thank you for joining the stream. We got Gary Johnson. Gary, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate that. We got Zaza is back. Zaza Johnson, thanks for joining the stream. You guys are early today. Thank y'all. Don't forget, drop in the comment section. We asking everybody, if you watch the Verzuz, who won the Verzuz? The internet is tricky, y'all. The internet is tricky. If you didn't watch the Verzuz, you might be getting some inaccurate information. We're gonna go through it tonight. But drop in the comments who you think. If you watched it, let me know who you think won the Verzuz. So, beautiful night for Verzuz, man. Beautiful night for Verzuz. Another New York Verzuz. Another Verzuz, I think in the Kodak Center, wherever, in the Madison Square Garden. Another huge crowd. I think there were more ladies in this crowd than the previous Verzuz with the Lox versus Dipset, but nonetheless, big turnout. They got some numbers too, yo. Swiss Beat and Timberland finally listened to the people, and they actually put some numbers out. So we're gonna go over some numbers from Verzuz 2. So big night for Verzuz. Again, I'm not one of those that's always happy with the time Verzuz starts. This Verzuz was supposed to start at 9 o'clock. These guys didn't hit the stage until 9:32. 9:32 is when Fat Joe and Ja Rule hit the stage. And I gotta say, man, right off the bat, when Fat Joe came out, and Fat Joe had on the army jacket, I saw him with the army jacket and the Timbs on. I was like, oh man, we getting Joey Chris up in here. All right, so I was hyped. Fat Joe looked in his mode, yo. Fat Joe had that look in his face. He was in mode. He was in go mode. Ja Rule came out. Ja Rule had on some green. So they were both in go mode. So I really appreciated that. They came to battle, and Ja Rule surprised me. I was saying this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So Ja Rule, I apologize. I haven't seen Ja Rule performed in the last year, so I was thinking, is he ready for an on-stage battle? He proved me wrong. Ja Rule came out looking in shape. He was moving the crowd. He was hitting the stage left. He was really performing out there. So salute to Ja Rule for that. We got Block of Time in the building. Block of Time, thanks for joining the stream. We asking everybody who you think won the Verzuz. If you watched the Verzuz, we're running through some timeline. I was confused. My boy Rich called me and told me that was not Irv Gotti. That was Irv Gotti's brother. When I first saw him, Chris Gotti, I thought it was Irv Gotti. I was like, oh snap, Irv Gotti's there. That's what's up. But my boy Rich hit me up and corrected me about that not being Irv, that actually being Chris Gotti. So hit the comments, man. Who won the Verzuz, y'all? Let me hit some comments. See what y'all talking about. Who won the Verzuz? Clayton Phillips says Ja Rule most definitely. So Clayton's not even, it's not even washy. Clayton is giving Ja Rule the win easily. Freedom is gold. What's up, bro? Came in to show support as usual. Freedom, thank you for that, man. Zaza Johnson says Fat Joe won to the streets. Ja Rule won to the world. That's an important statement right there. Zaza, thank you for that. That's an important statement right there, y'all. Fat Joe was dropping bangers for the streets in there. I see some people online for the last 2 days. I ain't gonna call no names. Jason. Pardon me, y'all. I see some people online talking. Fat Joe was dropping bangers out there. Are y'all crazy? Zaza, thank you for that, man. But Ja Rule got hits. Fat Joe showed the world that he got hits too, man. Fat Joe was dropping some gems. Shout out to Ja Rule as well. Gary Johnson said Drake got more hits. I think the Drake album over the Kanye album, I'll definitely go with that. Sarah says, hey, Sarah. Freedom is Gold said, get the likes up. Yeah, y'all, please. If y'all like these videos, hit that like button when y'all enter. Gary Johnson says, Verzuz needs more R&B acts. So, Gary, let me go into that real quick, too. Thank you for saying that. Gary Johnson says, Verzuz needs more R&B hits. And right throughout the Verzuz, me and my man Rich was talking. We was having conversations on the phone. And we actually talked about that. Where does Verzuz go next? Okay, we just got a New York Verzuz outside. All right, the world, America is opening back up, so we got an outside Verzuz. Yeah, we got one with Trina and who was it? Trina and Eve. That was outside too. They weren't as hype as New York, but they were outside too. So we got the Locks versus the Dipset, and now we got another New York, and another hardcore Ja Rule versus Fat Joe. So I'm with Gary on this one. I think they do need to go next into an R&B or something where it's a little bit toned down. Maybe a reggae. Reggae might be turned up too. But we've been up the last 3 verses hip-hop oriented. So I do agree with what Gary is saying. Maybe we need something R&B just to level the feel out. So thanks for that. Blocker Time said, what's up? Blocker, what's up? We got Patsy LaBelle. Patsy, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Patsy says, Fat Joe won the verses easily, question marks. Okay, you must be joking. No, Patsy, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. When you look, I'm going to pull something up here for you, Patsy. Hold on a second. When you pull up the track list of the songs that they played, all right, the first song Fat Joe came out with was Flowjo, which was off of Fat Joe's album. Ja Rule came next with It's Murder off of his first album. But that song was featuring Jay DMX. Using DMX is a cheat code, everybody. Using DMX at this moment, rest in peace X, is a cheat code. Fat Joe came back with My Lifestyle, again off of Fat Joe's album. Ja Rule came back with Can I Get a? That's featuring Ja Rule, Jay-Z, and a Mill off of Jay-Z's album. Fat Joe came back with a feature, I Shot You, from LL Cool J, and then Ja Rule came back with Murdergram, which is off the Jay-Z Streets Is Watching album. Fat Joe came back with Paper Touching, and then the Big L, which is a Big L, and then Ja Rule came back with Holla Holla off his first album again. So the first few songs Ja came out with wasn't even his songs. I know. It doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter. But Patsy, thank you very much for your comment. But I was not joking about that, Patsy. We got my man Ryan Jackson in the building. We got my man Empire is here. Empire, what up, God? Shout out to my man Empire, aka Ryan Jackson, hip hop head, aka the block shot, aka the rebound master, aka don't come in the paint. That's my dude, yo, basketball legend right there. Ryan, what's good, man? Ryan says, Joey Crack, Joe being a monster. Patsy, I didn't say it. Ryan said it. I didn't say it. We're asking y'all today, who won the verses? Drop it in the comments. Patsy says, Ja Rule won. There was no competition. Okay. Sarah Richburg says, Joe. Woo! Woo! We getting a Joe up in here tonight, boy. Blocker Time says, Ja Rule won the verses. Blocker Time, hold up. Time up. Blocker Time. You are a Ja Rule fan. So your Blocker Time, your vote, it may not count. You are a big Ja Rule fan. Your two biggest fans of is Busta Rhymes and Ja Rule. So if Busta does the verses, you can't vote Blocker Time. I'm joking. Blocker Time says Ja Rule won the verses. We got Diamond Onyx in the building. Diamond, what's good? I had a good conversation today with Diamond, giving me some nice information on the Lil Mo. We're going to go into that next. Thank you for reminding me about that today, Diamond. Appreciate it. Diamond says, Chad Clayton, Zaza, Freedom, go. Hey to everybody. We got Nicholas McFarland in the building. Nicholas, what's up, man? Nicholas is back. Nicholas says, Ja Rule won. All right, Nicholas. All right. Patsy LaBelle says, Fat Joe cheated by playing a song by Big Pun that he wasn't even featured on. Whoa, Patsy, whoa. And I got that on the docket too, Patsy. That is a Fat Joe and Big Pun song. That song is called Twins, deep cover. That is off the Big Pun Capital Punishment album, Patsy. Pump your brakes, Patsy. That is a Fat Joe and Big Pun song. And I want to say, before we go any further, y'all, before we go any further, the winners of that verses were the ladies, y'all. Straight up. Fat Joe did an amazing job. Ja Rule did an amazing job. They had amazing songs. They knew their verses. They tried their best to stay on cue. They entertained. All of that. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. But when Remy Ma came out and performed Big Pun's verse, word for word, that in the middle of little, when Remy Ma came out and went back to back like Jadakiss and Styles P, like Jay-Z and Beanie Siegel, when Remy Ma came out and went back to back with Fat Joe and dropped that pun verse, and I know some of y'all didn't catch it. I know some of y'all didn't catch it. When she finished her verse, she threw the mic into the other hand with E. When Remy Ma, listen y'all, the winners of the verses was Remy, Ashanti, Lil Mo, and shout out to Vita. Alright, the lady, when Remy did that, the crowd was at its highest. When Ashanti came out to perform with Ja Rule, the crowd went berserk. When Ashanti went over to perform with Joe, the crowd went berserk. When Lil Mo came out, shout out to Lil Mo. Lil Mo's vocals, y'all. Shout out to the lady. Shout out to Lil Mo. When Vita came out, listen, y'all. I told y'all some weeks ago, we dropped the video with Lil Mo in the video. When we dropped the Murderers, we're still doing it from the Murderers album. I told y'all, Vita is a beast on the mic, yo. Vita came out, did her thing. Shout out to Lil Mo. Lil Mo blew it down. Lil Mo did her thing. Ashanti did her thing. Remy Ma did her thing. Shout out to the ladies. The ladies were the true winners. While we on that, let's transition over to Lil Mo. Should Lil Mo be upset at what Fat Joe said? Hit the comments. Hit the comments. Fat Joe did not say anybody's names. Okay. Let me pump my brakes on that one. I'm going to play devil's advocate on this one. I'm gonna play both sides. I want to hear what y'all gotta say. Hit the comments. Should Lil Mo be upset at what Fat Joe said? Hit the comments. Let me see what y'all saying. Comments is going crazy, yo. Oh, I can't read all these comments, yo. I'm gonna hit some of the comments though. Let me see what y'all talking about. Blocker Time says, why can't I vote? Why can't you vote, Blocker Time? Because you are a Ja Rule fan. You know every Ja Rule album, you know every Ja Rule song, you know every transition of the feature on a Ja Rule album. Blocker Time, you cannot vote on anything Ja Rule. Sorry. NYC 187 is in the building. NYC, thanks for joining the stream. Eric Stone is here. Eric Stone, thanks for joining the stream. Eric Stone said, yeah, Joe was wildin'. Diamondotic said that topic was a great general, Diamondotic says that topic was a general statement. I'm going to stick on that for a second. I'm going to stick on what Diamond is saying right now. I told you I'm going to play both sides. Don't get mad at me today, y'all. I'm going to play both sides. If you watch the verses, okay, if you watch the verses, Fat Joe said what he said. He threw it at those females in the back. He did say that. Those females in the back. Now, what I want to ask people is, how many people are really in the back? You trying to tell me only Lil Mo and Vita was in the back? On the other hand, Fat Joe was the one that says weeks ago, last week, Fat Joe was the one that said, Ja Rule, don't do anything disrespectful in this verses. Don't take it. Fat Joe was the one that said that. He was the one that warned Ja Rule, let's not let this get nasty. Let's stay on point. Fat Joe was the one that said that. So he was absolutely wrong for what he said. But should Lil Mo be going this hard? He did not call her name. He did not call Vita's name. Fat Joe went on his live later that night and he said, I saw Lil Mo, I saw Vita when I came to the venue. I gave them a hug. We said, what's up? I told them how much I loved them before the verses started. So Fat Joe is aware. Fat Joe was aware that Vita and Lil Mo was behind there. But that was a general statement. I want to hear how y'all feel about this. Hit the comments. I'm going to go back down again. I'm going to go back down to Diamond. Diamond says, meeting Mo felt offended and took it to social media. Joy spoke in third person, both females being bad chicks or structured ladies. Damn, okay. Block of Time says, and yes, Lil Mo should be upset about that Fat Joe said about her and Vita. Okay. Zaza Johnson says Fat Joe was mad because he was losing. Zaza, chill. Ryan says, I already told you, Usher and Chris Breezy, what you think about Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. Just asking as it's a good idea. Alright, so Ryan, Usher and Chris Brown, I think the people will like that. If Usher and Chris Brown happens, I'm definitely going with Usher, yo. Chris Brown got some bangers. I gotta go with Chris Brown on that. I gotta go with Chris Brown on that one, alright? And Fantasia, I've never been a Fantasia fan. I've never been, y'all gonna kill me, I've never been a Jay Hudson fan. She's okay. I just never follow her music. So on that one, Fantasia versus Jennifer Hudson, that's a toss-up for me. I really don't care for either of those. But I'm definitely going Usher. Cameo 718. Cameo 718, thanks for joining the stream. Cameo 718 says, big up New York City, love. New York, got it here, we good, we good. Eric Stone says, then he gave them the basic hermit. Eric Stone, he gave Ashanti a bag and he gave Remy a bag. He didn't give Lil Mo a bag. He didn't give Lil Mo and Vita a bag. He gave his girl Ashanti and he gave his girl Remy. Y'all crazy. Eric Stone says the basic Hermes bag. Block of Time says, and Fat Joe was hating on Ja Rule. I don't think it's hate. Block of Time, they are pretty good friends, so friendly competition, I would say. Freedom is Gold says, it was unnecessary to trash talk the women, not because they are women, but because some of them had drug problems. That is true. I was not aware that Lil Mo had a drug problem. So from what she is saying, I know she put out some statements about she's still, things still bother her. So I was, Freedom is Gold, I was unaware that Lil Mo had a drug problem. So thanks for sharing that. I found out about that today. I'm going to go back to the Freedom is Gold statement. It was unnecessary to trash talk the women, not because they are women, but because some of them had drug problems in the past, and it's unnecessary in a time where black celebs are dying from overdoses. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Joe should have been more aware of the things that he's saying, and that was a very unnecessary statement. But I do want to say this. I do want to say this. Fat Joe said that he tried to apologize right after the verses. He says he went into the back and he spoke directly with Lil Mo, apologized to her. He directly went in the back, saw Vita, apologized to them. So he said he apologized to them in the back after verses. He then went on his Twitter and he put another apology on his Twitter. He then went after the show and did his live on Instagram, and again he apologized. Today I saw Remy Martin also went on there and told Lil Mo, pump your brakes, Joe didn't mean it, he did apologize, blah blah blah. And I saw Lil Mo fire back at Remy Martin. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Freedom is Gold. Here's the thing. People make mistakes. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. It was wrong what Joe did. In my opinion, what he did was wrong. What he said was wrong. Out of line. Out of character. People make mistakes. Okay? He apologized on the spot to their faces. Not he didn't call them. He didn't text it. He said he went to the back and he apologized to them in their face. And then he even went on social media and apologized. Should Lil Mo still be taking it to this extent after the man has apologized? Hit the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Freedom is gold. Thank you very much for the statement. That's a very good comment that you made there. And again, I was unaware that Lil Mo had a drug problem, yo. Eric Stone said Joe was shooting mad shade at them broads. It's a battle, man. It's a battle. Listen. If you come with Ja Rule, you're going to get that heat with Ja Rule. If you with Ja Rule, you're going to get that heat. Alright? I'm just joking. I'm joking. Eric Stone said, yeah, Joe was wilding. He was. Let me hit some more comments before I go. Sarah says, Remy killed it. That is facts. That is facts, yo. That is facts. Remy killed it. Sarah says, she is a boss. That's my girl, Remy Martin, man. Love Remy, yo. Freedom is Gold says, she is talking about Big Pun Player, not the song called Twins. But the song was called Twins, though. The song that wasn't the song they performed called Twins? It was Twins. Deep Cover 98 was the song that they performed. It's Big Pun song, but Fat Joe is featured on Twins. If I'm correct. Maybe I'm wrong, yo, my bad. If I'm catching up to the stuff here. Freedom is gold. If I'm wrong, correct me in the bottom. But I do believe the song that Remy and Joe did together was Twins. Joe did his verse. Remy did Fat Joe's verses. Let me give y'all some numbers, yo. We're going to get into a few numbers, yo. So, I saw Fat Joe and I saw Swiss Beats tweet this after the verses. Fat Joe went onto his social media. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like these videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. So, yo, Fat Joe went on to his social media and he said this was the biggest verses with the numbers. Biggest verses. Whoa. Whoa. I said, I thought about it. I said, you know what? Those are some nice numbers. I'm going to give you all the numbers. Shout out to Timberland. Shout out to Swizz. I've been asking for these numbers ever since they went over to Thriller and all. They finally started giving us numbers again. I'm going to give you all some numbers from Verzuz Night, y'all. So, total viewers. 2.5 million total viewers. 2.5 total viewers. Million. Excuse me. 2.5 million total viewers. This includes viewers on the Thriller app, viewers on the Fight app, Instagram, and unofficial streams. 2.5 million total viewers. All right. Here's one of the important ones. Here's one of the important ones. This is the peak concurrent viewers on Instagram. All right. So this is where Instagram viewers. This is where the numbers peaked at. 436,000 total viewers at the same time. Okay. Instagram. 436,000 viewers. That's where they peaked at. Impressions, there were over 1 billion impressions. So I saw these numbers and I started thinking, I said, wait a minute. The Gucci Mane versus Jeezy was highly viewed. I remember the Patti LaBelle was highly viewed. I remember the DMX and Snoop was highly viewed. But I also remember the Ashanti versus Keisha Cole was a highly viewed video. So I said, let me go back on Swizz Beatz page and pull up those numbers. So I got the Ashanti Keisha Cole numbers. Alright, this is the Ashanti Keisha Cole numbers. Now, I gave you all the impressions from Fat Joe. Fat Joe and Ja Rule did over 1 billion impressions. Okay. Okay. Ashanti and Keisha Cole had 4.5 billion impressions. 4.5 billion impressions. Keisha Cole and Ashanti's Verzuz. Let me go some more numbers. Now remember, we just went into concurrent views, right? Fat Joe and them said they had the highest views. Concurrent views from Fat Joe and Ja Rule, 436,000 views. Ashanti and Keisha Cole, 1.2 million. 1.2 million. Total views, 6 million views. In-stream likes, 123 million in-stream likes. So, Joe, Swizz, I know you're really happy about this one. It's not the best numbers. Ashanti and Keisha Cole still looks like they pulled in some better numbers. So shout out to Ashanti for, again, coming on Verzuz and doing some big numbers. We're going to do Album of the Week, yo. We're going to do Album of the Week. Where's Jason, man? I ain't see Jason in the chat tonight. Is Jason here? Let me see Jason's here, man. Let me see what's going on in the chat. You're really killing the chat tonight, man. Before I give you all Album of the Week, let me hit some more comments before we hit the Album of the Week. Freedom is Gold says, get the likes up and support, fellas, please. Don't forget, if you like these videos, give these videos a thumbs up. Give the video a like. Thank you very much. Block of Time says, Keisha Cole was rude to Ashanti. I felt a kind of a vibe when I watched that Ashanti versus Keisha Cole Verzuz. I did feel some kind of vibe, but Ashanti did address us afterwards, and Keisha Cole did address that she was actually there. She wasn't really late, she was there, but they had to fix her camera and stuff like that. So, but Block of Time, I did feel some kind of vibe, but it is what it is. Dominotic says, in my Fabo voice, nice. That's the Fab Boys. Dominotic says 2.5 million. Big numbers, y'all. Freedom is Gold says he performed both twins with Remy and he played the Don't Wanna Be a Player and was dancing in the background like he was P. Diddy. Yo, y'all are disrespectful, man. Why y'all playing Fat Joe like that, man? Freedom is Gold says he performed both twins with Remy and he played the Don't Want to Be a Player. That was a nice song too. He did that for Fat. He did that for Big Pun. That was a tribute to Pun. That was a tribute to Pun. Want to Be a Player. He was dancing in the back like he was P. Diddy in New York City. Jokes aside, he screamed Boricua's Morena in the back. That was his pun moment. You know, so I see why he did that. Block of Time says, Ja Rule also performed Put It On Me. Big hit. Sarah says, gotta drop for a call. We'll watch the rest later. Thank you very much, Sarah. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the love. Diamond says, how are the sales on Drizzy and Yeezy? All right, let's get into the Let's get into that. Diamond Alex, thank you for that. I was going to go into that. Before we go into that, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. We got to do Album of the Week. We got to do Album of the Week. This one's for Jason, wherever you are. Jason's working hard right now making that cheese, yo. So keep Jason in mind. Whenever he gets his coffee break or whenever he goes sneak inside the break room to go hide to use his phone to send messages, he going to check the stream. So shout out to Jason. Album of the Week. Album of the Week. Plata Plomo. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies on the Verzuz. The ladies. Shout out to Lil Mo. Shout out to Vita. Shout out to Ashanti. Shout out to Remy Ma. Holding down the Verzuz, making the Verzuz. When Remy and Pun, not Remy and Pun, when Remy and Joe, when they performed Lean Back, yo, the garden was rock. Diamond, I'm sorry, Diamond. Let me get into the numbers. Let me get into some numbers, yo. Alright, so remember last week we talked about the numbers, right? We talked about Drake's numbers. We talked about Kanye West, Donda numbers. And people made a big, oh, they're selling so much. The album's amazing. The album's amazing. Let's take a look at some second week sales. There's some second week sales. According to Hits Daily Double, Drake is expected to move 220,000 copies of his new album during his second week out. So Drake is projecting to sell 220,000 copies. What did Drake do the first week? Was it 700? Was it, I think, like 7 something? But this is a big drop off from his first week. I didn't keep the first week sales. I'm sorry, yo. I erased the first week sales off of my tab here. Anyway, Kanye West also had very big numbers his first week. Kanye West's first week was 309,000 copies. Donda's second week is 146,000 copies. So more than half of the drop off Kanye West has dropped off from first week sales. And as far as I remember the Drake numbers have dropped down to more than half than what first week sales are. Now listen, y'all. First week sales are very important for an album. What it's going to project, what it sells, first week sales of an album. But you got to remember, not everybody buys the album first week. Some people sometimes are not aware that the album come out the first week. They don't have time to go download it, or they don't have time to listen to it. So a lot of times, your second week sales are very important as well. First week sales, I get it. First week sales are very important for record companies, for the artists. Oh, my first week, but you have to also pay attention to your second week sales. Big drop off. If Kanye West did 309,000 copies first week, which is a lot. Some artists aren't doing those kind of numbers. Let's get that straight. To drop from 309 down to 146, I predict third week sales, he's going to be in not single digits, but 40, 50,000 copies third week. Kanye West might be at. Drake is at 220,000 second week. I'm predicting Drake is going to do maybe 80, 90,000. So Kanye West Donda has been out for 2 weeks already. I'm going on 3 weeks. Drake is almost at 2 weeks. How many of y'all are still bumping those albums? Hit the comments. How many of y'all are still playing the Donda album? How many of y'all are still listening to the Certified Lover Boy album? Hit the comments, yo. So listen, y'all. Don't forget, we dropped a video yesterday. The best hip-hop album openers. If you haven't seen that video after this, go check out that video. That's the series we're going to be running for the next few months. I hope you guys enjoy that. Don't forget to go support new music. We just dropped a video for Young K. The song is called Doomsday. Young lady, bars. She got some bars. I think the production is amazing on that track. The track is called Doomsday. Go check out the video. Artist named Young K. New music coming out. AZ just dropped. So AZ has a new album out. If you haven't seen that, Do or Die Part 2. Common has a new album out as well. So go check out the Common. Common has a new album. And Twister also has some new music as well. Alright, so going back to Verzuz. Let's go back to Verzuz for a little bit. Alright, so like I said, I was anticipating features. I was anticipating. I thought Ja Rule would have bring out more of the Murder Inc. crew. I was thinking Black Child, maybe Tom Murder would be there, maybe even Charlie Baltimore, and do like a real murderers reunion. But we did get Lil Mo. We did get Vita. It's good to see Vita. I haven't seen Vita in so many years, so it was good to see Vita. And you know Shanti's going to show up. And on the other side, Fat Joe. I know that Fat Joe and Cuban Link are not on good terms. But it was sad to not see other members of Terror Squad there on that stage. I know Remy's there. Remy and Joe, they've been really good over the years. But it was sad to not see some of the Terror Squad guys there. You know, he brought Nelly out. That was cool. Jadakiss came at the end of the show as well. But it would have been nice to see Murder Inc. bring out some more people that were in the Murder Inc. crew. And it would have been nice to see Fat Joe bring out some more Terror Squad members. But we got to look forward to the next Verzuz, y'all. Who do you want to see on the next Verzuz? Jermaine Dupri was there last night. And Jermaine Dupri shouted out Puffy. Alright, so Jermaine Dupri called out Puffy versus Night. Who do y'all want to see do a Verzuz? I already saw Ryan put up some stuff you want to see there. We got Jayla in the building. Jay Boogie is here. Jay Boogie, thanks for waking up to come watch the stream. We appreciate it. Jay Boogie said, you haven't read any of my comments all night. Jay, the comments is mad comments, yo. Listen, I'm sorry. I apologize, Jay. I apologize. We got Iman in the building. Iman, thanks for joining the stream. Iman says Tony Sunshine was there. Oh, wait, whoa. I missed that. Whoa, Iman, pump the brake. Whoa. Where was Tony Sunshine? In the crowd or on stage? I saw Dre. I saw Cool and Dre. I saw Dre performed, but Dre is not really part of Terror Squad. So I did not see Tony Sunshine. Remind me, Iman, where Tony Sunshine was so I can go back and take a look at that. So hit the comments, y'all. Let me know, who do y'all want to see in the next Verzuz? Jermaine Dupri is calling out Puff Daddy. I'm going to hit some comments, y'all. Diamond Alex says, true that. I've noticed, Jay. Diamond Alex says, didn't do Yeezy stream because of numerous reasons. No comment. I don't think Yeezy wants to. Wait, let me read that again. I thought you said Lil Wayne. Diamond Alex said didn't do Yeezy stream because of numerous reasons. I think the Yeezus album came out on a Sunday, so Kanye was saying that he wasn't happy about that it came out on a Sunday, as well as Kanye said that he didn't put the album out. The record label put the album out, so I think that affected his numbers as well. But we'll see. Jayla says, you haven't read my comments. Sorry about that, Jay. Diamond Eye says, hey now, Iman, we love you here. Gary Johnson says, Kanye dropped the ball on the Life of the Party record. Okay. That album is really up and down for me, Gary. I like some aspects of the album, but it's just too much that I don't like. Diamond Alex says their crossover audience would make him neck to neck, per se, in some peeps' minds. Kanye does have a good audience, and now that he's going gospel, he might even get a bigger audience now. Drake is worldwide too. Drake's name is out there. People love Drake all over the world. So it's going to be interesting to see third week sales, Diamond. We're going to keep our eyes on that one. Iman says, Diamond, it's a pleasure to be back. Blocker Time says, Kanye West is still better than Drake. Woo! Blocker Time is throwing haymakers over there. Diamond says, remember Hova was in the house in the beginning and Ja was screaming, I wrote that. Whoa. Diamond Onyx, You're telling me Jay-Z was there. Wait, let me read that again. Remember Hova was in the house in the beginning and Ja was screaming, I wrote that. I don't know if Jay-Z was there, Diamond Onyx. Diamond Onyx says, Remy Ma, throw the heart out. Love me some Remy, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about Remy. Freedom is Gold says, bro, okay, but what was the point of allowing Nelly to do It's Hot in Here? He even excused it that Ja had so many pop songs that he had to do it that way. So here's my thing, Freedom is Gold. I think that, and I've watched almost all the verses except maybe for the Patti LaBelle verses. I watched only pieces of that one. So I watched a lot of the verses. Here's the thing. Nelly is a guest, right? He's a guest for one of the songs, okay? And number one, he's not the first guest that come on and after they did the song that they were doing together, did a song on the side. I've seen a few artists that were guest artists come on, do the song that they were doing with the artist and do a little something on the side. So my thought was when I saw Nelly finish the song with Fat Joe and then immediately Tech, the DJ, threw on the It's Hot and Nelly put his cup down. So I think it was planned because I don't know if you want to have Nelly come all the way to New York City. I don't know if you want to have a guest come all the way to New York City just to do a verse. I'm just, that's just how I feel about that, Freedom is Gold. But I gotta say, Nelly's not the first person that did that. And again, you know they're gonna go back and forth. You know they're gonna talk trash. You know one person's gonna say, even what did Ja Rule say? Fat Joe took a half an hour break. A lot of artists took breaks. I was mad when rest in peace DMX. I was mad when DMX and Snoop Dogg took a break when they had their verses. I was tight like that. What we gotta wait for this? I was mad when Ashanti and Keisha Cole took a break when they were doing their verses. I was mad when Escape and SWV, they took a break on their verses. So again, I know it sounds good when they're saying it, but they are not the first. Fat Joe's not the first artist to take a break during the verses. I've seen a lot of artists take breaks. They go, their wardrobe changes, all of that stuff. So, but thank you for the comment. Freedom is Gold as always. Let me hit the bottom, man. Let me hit one more up here. Iman said, my favorite jazz song is Story to Tell. That was a banging song, yo. I Got a Story to Tell is a banging song. The whole mood of that song, the beat, whoo, that is a banging song. Where Jayla at? Jayla over here getting mad at me. Jayla says, rude how, Freedom is Gold. Get the likes up and support, fellas. Thank you, thank you. Blocker Time says, Jayla, because every time when they play Ashanti song, Keisha was talking way over Ashanti. Let me hit the bottom, man. Let me hit some more over here. Who do y'all want to see in the verses? All right, so let's see what y'all got. Clayton says JD versus Timbaland. If Jermaine Dupri goes against Timbaland, I would go with Timbaland, but I think Clayton, Timbaland already went. Remember, Timbaland and Swizz did 2 already. So Timbaland already did 2 verses. So I don't know if that's going to happen again. But if JD goes against Timbaland, I'm going Timbaland. Nicholas McFarlane says Diddy versus Dr. Dre. That one is a hard one, yo. You know I'm East Coast. You know I'm Bad Boy. You know Puff. You know, but Dre got some stuff too, man. Chronic, NWA. Dre did a lot of stuff with Hova. That's a tough. Nicholas, that's a tough one. But I gotta go East Coast, man. I'm going with Diddy, man. B.I.G. rest in peace. I'm going with Diddy if that happens, Nicholas. I don't want to, but you asked me to pick. I'm picking. Freedom is Gold says 16 bars. Imagine an R&B between D'Angelo and Anthony Hamilton. I'm going D'Angelo. Freedom is Gold. If Anthony Hamilton goes against D'Angelo, Anthony Hamilton got some amazing songs, but If D'Angelo is still in shape and he goes out there and takes his shirt off, it's a wrap. All right, so I'm going with D'Angelo. He gonna have that lady power, so he gonna pull the crowd in his favor. Block of Time says, I want to see P. Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri, but do only a hip hop and remixes versus. Ooh, okay. So Block of Time, if P. Diddy goes against Jermaine Dupri, I'm going Puff Daddy, man. Jermaine Dupri got some bangers. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but I'm definitely going with Puff Daddy. East Coast, Bad Boy, man. I can't go against Bad Boy, y'all. I can't. Cameo 718 says, Mos Def versus Common. Common just dropped the album, yo. Go check it out. But if Mos Def goes against Common, I'm going with Mos Def, y'all. I like Common. Common's my man. I'm picking sides. I'm going with Mos Def, Cameo. I'm going with Mos Def. Early. Iman says he was on stage. He had on a brown outfit. I'm trying to think of the verses. Because there was a guy leaning up on the speaker. I'm going to go back and take a look at it, Iman. Thank you for that. If Tony Sunshine was there, why Tony Sunshine didn't perform a song? Nah, man. Come on, man. Come on, Joe. If Tony Sunshine was there, Tony Sunshine should have performed. I got to go back and check that. Thank you for that, Iman. Eric Stone says 112 versus Jagged Edge. Woo! Woo! That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. But I'm going East Coast. Room 112, where the players dwell. Stash from hold to broke down. Inhale. Make it feel good like Tony. He said, get up in the middle like she don't know me, but she getting ready to blow. Done five with the. Let's start up on foot influsion. Ooh, I need to know. Yeah, I'm going 112, man. I'm going 112 over Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge, sorry. Let me get another one. Hold up. Y'all got me. Y'all get me hype over here, man. Chill. Cameo 718 says MOP versus Onyx. MOP does not have the catalog to mess with Onyx. No disrespect to MOP. MOP does not have the catalog to mess with Onyx. I'm going Onyx. No question. That one is too easy. Diamond Onyx says, Jailer, yo, your dad skipped over your comments. Hello, Queen. He's working the chat busy. Diamond Onyx, thank you very much, man. She be getting at me, Diamond. She be coming from my neck, boy. Jay, sorry. My bad. Jailer says 112 versus Jagged Edge will be cool. 112, man. Y'all stop playing with them. Stop playing with 112. I'm going 112. Block of Time says 16. I'm throwing some hate. Block of Time always started trouble, y'all. Block of Time says, Jailer, if 112 do a versus, I'm going with 112, definitely. NYC 187 says CNN versus the Dog Pound. NYC 187, I do think that one will happen. I think Daz and Corrupt is in talks with Puffy, with Swizz. I think Daz, I think those guys, Dog Pound, I think they want to do a versus. And the Dog Pound has, I think their two first albums were amazing. They got a lot of crossover stuff. They got a lot of stuff over there in the West Coast. So NYC 187, if CNN goes again, Dog Pound, Daz is my man, Corrupt is my man. That Dog Pound album, I was bumping that when it first came out. That's one of my favorite West Coast albums. But I gotta go with Capone and Noriega, man. I can't go against War Report. I can't go against the Reunion album. I can't go against the Nori album. I can't. NYC 187, I can't. I gotta go Capone Noriega, man. I'm sorry. Ryan says, oh, good one, Jay. 112 versus Jagged Edge. Yeah, that'll be a nice one. I'm going 112. Gary Johnson says Fantasia versus Jennifer Hudson. I think Ryan said that earlier. I really don't care for that one, but if I had to choose, I'll go Jennifer Hudson if I had to choose. I'm not up on both of those artists. I've never been a Fantasia fan, even though I saw her won American Idol and all that. I've never been a Jay Hudson fan. I've seen her do her thing. I've seen her come up. I just never bought their albums, you know what I'm saying? Just not my generation, I guess. So, but I'll go Jennifer Hudson on that one. Sean Keith 2414. Thanks for joining the stream, Sean Keith. Sean Keith says Ja Rule won versus. Ooh, okay. We got another Ja Rule vote. Okay, all right. Block of Time says I'm going with Dr. Dre. Okay. And let me see what y'all talking about. We got BO55E Dub. Oh, that's a long name. BO55E Dub. What up? What's good? Says 112 and Jagged already did a versus. Alright, so 112 it is, man. If they did it, let me know who y'all think won. 112. I'm going 112. Ryan Jackson says Most Def all day. I'm definitely going Most Def over Common. Common is a beast. Common is a beast. But Most Def got them bars, yo. Freedom is Gold says, imagine a Tribe Called Quest versus De La Soul versus Slum Village. Freedom is Gold. Here's the thing. I'm a big fan of the Tribe. Huge fan of De La Soul. Shout out to De La Soul for getting all their masters and getting their music back. Shout out to them. I hope they start getting their streams up, make some of that money. Slum Village, I really don't know too much. I listened to some of them back in the day, but not too much. But here's the thing, Freedom is Gold. The Tribe lost Phife Dawg, and I really it's like the Mobb Deep. It's like the Mobb Deep conversation. I see people asking for a Mobb Deep versus. Without Prodigy, I don't know if I would enjoy a Mobb Deep versus somebody else, because Prodigy's rhyming skills, Prodigy's energy that he brings to his music. Somebody else saying those verses, they may be able to say the verses, but it's just the way that the artist says his verses, performs his verses. So whenever anybody talks about a Mobb Deep verses, I always shoot it down, because I don't think Prodigy is here to really give it that. It's like a Biggie and Pac versus. I love Biggie, I love Pac. I don't want to see somebody else performing their songs. If you're going to play the songs, play Biggie, play Pac, and do a verses like that, cool. But don't have no artist. Don't have Snoop Dogg doing Pac's verses and Puffy doing Big. No. So I'm always against a verses that the person is not there. Alright, so when it comes to this, with Phife Dawg not being around, I don't know if I want to see a Tribe Called Quest versus. Alright, but De La Soul versus Slum Village, I'll go De La Soul all day. But Tribe Called Quest, shout out to Phife Dawg, rest in peace. Sometimes when it comes to those verses with people that passed away, it's kind of tough. But that's just how I feel. You know, people out there probably want to see it, cool. I want to see the artists there performing their songs, you know. Let me get some more comments here. Sean Keith 2414. Change your YouTube caption, bro. Ja Rule won last night, not Fat Joe. Thank you for that, Sean Keith 2414. We appreciate that comment. Freedom is Gold says, imagine Primo versus Pete Rock. Hold up. Primo already went. As far as I remember, DJ Premier did a versus, I think, against RZA. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think DJ Premier already did a versus I think it's RZA. I think it's RZA versus Primo. I could be wrong, but I think he already did a versus. Pete Rock does deserve a versus though. I'm going to read that again. Imagine Primo versus Pete Rock, and now you can't excuse your East Coast bias. my East Coast bias. But if Pete Rock goes against Primo, I'm definitely going with DJ Premier. Hands down. No questions about that. Jayla Phillips says, Ja Rule all the way with the win last night. Block of Time is saying Sean Keith 2414. That's facts. Alright. So let me hit the bottom before we get up out of here. We almost to the hour mark. Don't forget, y'all, we got a new segment, Hip Hop Openers. We dropped that video yesterday. We're going to be giving y'all that series for the next few weeks, maybe next few months. So y'all keep an eye out on that, yo. We're giving y'all some of the best first tracks off of an album, yo. We got some more recorded. We're going to drop one every week. So y'all keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to go check out Young K. Brand new artist. We dropped her video earlier in the week. Brand new artist. Her name is Young K. Go drop a comment on her video. Let her know how you feel about the song. I think the song is banging. I can't wait till it goes up for sale. If it's on iTunes, if it's on Tidal, I'll definitely cop it. Go check out Young K's video. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give these videos a like. Give these videos a thumbs up if you haven't done that already. Let me hit some more comments down here. Freedom is Gold says, Rakim versus KRS. KRS versus Big Daddy. Listen. Rakim versus KRS-One is an amazing versus. KRS versus Big Daddy is also an amazing versus. Listen, if Rakim goes against KRS-One, I'm definitely going KRS-One. If KRS-One goes against Big Daddy Kane, Rakim versus KRS, I'm going Rakim. Rakim versus Big Daddy Kane, Freedom is Gold. This one's tough. This one's tough. That part 2 is tough. Part 1, Rakim versus KRS. KRS won. Easily. KRS versus Big Daddy Kane. I'm going KRS, man. KRS over Big Daddy Kane. Say what y'all want to say, man. Sean Keefe 2414 says Fat Joe lost. Sean, watch yourself. Harold Clark, thank you for joining the stream. Harold Clark says the Hit Squad versus the Wu-Tang Clan. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pump your brakes. Yo, Harold, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. I love the Hit Squad. Redman, EPMD, Eric Sermon, Keith Murray. I love the Hit Squad, man. Don't get me wrong. I got their album. I got the El Nino album. I got that. They are not messing with the Wu-Tang Clan. Let's stop it. Let's stop. We're not gonna reach on this one. That's a slaughter. That's a slaughter. Okay? No. Wu-Tang Clan over the any day. Come on. That's Harold Clark. Thank you for the comment. Hit Squad versus Wu-Tang. All the way. Block of Time says if Tupac and Biggie Smalls were alive today and they both do a versus battle, I would have went with Pac. That's not a bad bet. Listen. I'm from New York City. I'm a big Biggie fan. I got almost all of Biggie's material. I'm a huge Biggie fan. But people have to remember, when B.I.G. was alive, B.I.G. only really released one album, Ready to Die. Okay? Life After That was released after Biggie passed away. So we don't know if that's the track list that Biggie wanted to go with. We don't know if that was the sequencing Biggie wanted to go with. We don't know that. Biggie officially only has one album. Before Pac died, Pac has Strictly for My Chiggers. He has All Eyes on Me. He has Machiavelli. Pac had like 4 to 5 albums already before Pac passed, okay? So the library of music that Pac had when he was here, when Big had when he was here, Pac had the better library at that time. I'm a Biggie fan, yo. We got Biggie on the wall. We got Pac on the wall. But when Pac was here, it wasn't a question. Pac had the better library. But today, shout out to them both. I love them both as artists. Big fans of them. Let me see what else is going on here. Freedom is Gold says, but in the Slum Village case, both Jay Dilla and Basson have both passed away as well. Rest in peace to our brothers. Okay, so that's another one. So I wouldn't want to see a Slum Village. I don't know. There was a year when there was a video, one of those video award shows. And I think it was Rich Homie Quan or somebody. They did a Biggie tribute. And they had somebody do Biggie's lyrics. And the guy messed up all of Biggie's lyrics, yo. Like, how you gonna go on stage in a world stage on an award show? They give you the honors of doing a Biggie tribute, and you gotta perform Biggie, maybe one Biggie verse, and you mess that up? Ever since then, I don't want to hear nobody saying Biggie lyrics, man. For real, man. That totally turned me off from entertainers. I know Lil Kim will do a good job. I know C's might even do a good job. I know even Jay might do a good job. But I don't want to hear nobody singing Biggie's lyrics in a verses, man. Don't mess up Biggie lyrics. Don't mess up Pac lyrics. Don't mess up DMX lyrics, man. Don't mess up Big L lyrics. Don't mess up pun lyrics. Don't do it. Don't do it. Shout out to Remy. She did an amazing job the other night. But I don't want to see no verses with those guys, man. I love those guys too much. Thank you for that. Freedom is gold. Eric Stone says EPMD versus Brand Nubian. I'm going with EPMD. Brand Nubian does not have the catalog to mess with EPMD. And I mess with Grand Pooba. Alright? Look, all for one. I think because it never ruffin. I'm pick the toast and them, she just like a nigga's bumping. I mess with it. Grand Pooba's my man. They do not have the catalog to mess with Eric and Parrish. They can't. Simple as that. BO55E-Dub says Slum Village is so underrated. Their name was ringing back in the days. That is facts. Slum Village name was ringing back in the days. Let me finish that comment. BO55E-Dub says Slum Village is so underrated. They had some joints, Selfish and Tainted, with some big hits back in the day. Shout out to Slum Village, man. That is facts. Iman says, get well Scarface. I hope he does a versus. Shout out to Scarface. Thank you, Iman. Shout out to Scarface. He just had, I think, a kidney transplant. And I believe his son is the one that gave his kidney up. So I saw some pictures of Scarface earlier in the day. So I hope he gets better. Shout out to Scarface. Again, Harold Clark is here. And Harold Clark wants to see Jennifer Hudson versus Kelly Price. Whoa, I haven't heard Kelly Price's name pop up in a while. Jennifer Hudson versus Kelly Price. I actually like Kelly Price. If Jennifer Hudson goes against Kelly Price, I'm going Kelly Price, yo. I'm sorry, J Hud. Kelly Price it is. Alright, man. Before I go, let me hit a few more comments before we get up out of here. J Pay is in the building. J Pay, thank you very much for joining the stream. J Pay said, you 16, you still got that store in Albany? I don't have a store in Albany. We are here in Jamaica, Queens, NYC. Iman says, Eminem versus Nas. I'm going Nas. I don't think Eminem is as great of an artist as people say he is. I don't think Eminem has the crossover hits. Nas, not that much as well. Nas has been doing a little bit better in his last few albums with hits that could cross over. But when it comes to catalogs, Eminem versus Nas, I'm definitely going Nas over Eminem. Eminem's a good MC, but the caliber of Nas, Iman, I'm definitely going with Nas. No questions about that. Freedom is Gold says, concerning your KRS-One bias, I love KRS-One, man, my bad. Concerning your KRS-One bias, I am saying, ain't no half-stepping besides how you bias in favor of a ninja that bury your Queens ninjas. Listen, I'm from Queens, okay? I'm from Queens, Jamaica, Queens. All right, that's facts, that's facts. He did say what he said, but when it comes to music, there are times when I'm unbiased. The music got to speak for itself sometimes, okay? Yes, Ja Rule is from Queens. Ja Rule used to be right around the way. Black Child used to be around the way. Ty used to be around the way. I grew up seeing these guys play basketball in the street and all that. But Fat Joe, to me, Fat Joe won that versus. So sometimes when it comes to music, I put my bias aside, man. I'm a big Nas fan. I'm a big Jay fan. I'm a bigger Jay-Z fan than a Nas fan. Nas is from Queens. Shout out to Queens. But sometimes I got to put that bias aside. Freedom is gold. Let the music talk for itself. KRS-One has a hell of a catalog. KRS-One has Boogie Down Productions catalog, and he has a KRS-One catalog. So KRS-One has a lot of places to pull music from. So I think it's very hard for either Rakim or Big Daddy Kane to beat KRS-One. KRS-One has a hell of a catalog. Don't underestimate KRS-One, y'all. He's been around for a minute. All right, let me hit a few more of these. BO55E-Dub says, Pac definitely put in the work before the short-lived Death Row days, and to think that probably the most memorable part of his career. That is crazy. That is facts. Pac was putting in work from Strictly for My Jiggers, All Eyes on Me, Are You Still Down? He was putting in a lot of stuff. I forgot the other album when he, I can never remember the name of that album. The Brown album with him leaning up on the wall. Why I can never remember the name of that album, man. Let me get the name of that album. Sorry, y'all. Let me pull this up. Hold up. I can never remember that album, man. That's one of my favorite Pac albums too. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me a second. I gotta get the name of the album. I can't go again without saying Me Against the World. Okay? So he had Tupacalypse Now, Strictly for My Jiggers, Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me. So all of those albums were released before he passed away. So Pac had a hell of a catalog, man. I'm gonna finish that comment from BO55EW. Pac definitely put in the work before the short-lived death row days, and to think that probably the most memorable part of his career. Just think, had he survived and never was shot, how much more music. Even so, even with him passing away, when Tupac passed away, I think his greatest album is the Don Illuminati, the 7-Day Theory. That came out afterwards. Are You Still Down? That came out afterwards. Until the End of Time. Better Days. I love the Better Days double album. I got a copy of the Better Days double album. Classic. Loyal to the Game and Pac's life. So even after Pac passed, Pac had tons of music. So shout out for that comment, BO55EW. Pac is one of my favorite artists of all time, if not number one, number two. I flip-flop Pac in the number one, number two spot, but shout out to Pac, rest in peace. Pac's gonna stay on the wall. Pac ain't going nowhere. BO55EW says Tupac was a workaholic, man. Had like 10 albums worth of content in debt. That is true. J Pay says salute. J Pay, salute to you. Block of Time says, yo, 16, let's do an album versus battle. Alright, we're gonna message back and forth. We'll see what's up. Freedom is Gold says Me Against the World. Thank you, Freedom is Gold. Sometimes that album I can never remember that album, but that album has one of my favorite songs, which is one of the songs which made me like one of the biggest Tupac fans. Alright, so shout out to that album, Me Against the World. It always slips my mind whenever I try to think of that album. Thanks for that. Dominic says, J Boogie, good night, dog. Good night, J Bugs. P.O.G is in the building. Thanks for joining the stream. MOP versus Onyx. I'm going Onyx over MOP. MOP cannot hang with Onyx, y'all. MOP cannot hang with Onyx, man. I know MOP got bangers. They do not have an Onyx catalog. Don't mess with Onyx, y'all. P.O.G says MOP versus Onyx. Yeah. Sleep on that. That gonna stop the world? Maybe. And Howard Clark says Me Against the World. Yeah, y'all. Thank you for reminding me about that. Again, that's one of my favorite all-time Tupac albums, man. Yo, we way over time tonight. We're in an hour and 13 minutes. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining the stream tonight. Don't forget, album of the week. Album of the week is Plata Plomo, Remy Martin and Fat Joe. Remy Martin, I want to say shout out to Remy Ma, man. Remy Ma is one of the female artists that always comes with them bars. And that Big Pun tribute, Remy. Shout out to Vita. Vita killed it. Shout out to Lil Mo. Lil Mo killed it. Shout out to Ashanti. Ashanti destroyed the stage that night. But that Big Pun tribute. There's not a lot of artists in the game that could spit lyrics the way Big Pun spit lyrics, y'all. Till this day, Pun's been going for 20-something years. There's still a lot of artists that cannot spit and have the breath control and have the verbal tactician of Big Pun. And Remy Ma came out there and spit that verse flawlessly. Shout out to Remy Ma for that. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining the stream. We're going to see y'all next Thursday night. Everyone, y'all have a good night. Don't forget, tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. Y'all know what it is. New Freestyle Friday.